Hey, Poppets. I'm going to read some more from The Real Mother Goose from Aunt Ray Ray's library. I also have Zemo up here, so he might stick his head into the book every now and again. Let's see where we can get to tonight. Georgie Porgy. Georgie Porgy, pudding and pie, kissed the girls and made them cry. When the boys came out to play, Georgie Porgy ran away. For every evil under the sun, there's a remedy, or there is none. If there be one, seek till you find it. If there be none, never mind it. Cushy cow. Cushy cow, bonny, lay down thy milk, and I'll give thee a gown of silk and a silver tea, if thou wilt let down thy milk to me. Wee Willie Winkie. Wee Willie Winkie runs through the town, upstairs and downstairs in his nightgown, rapping at the window, crying through the lock, are the children in their beds? It's 8 o'clock. About the bush. About the bush, Willie, about the beehive. About the bush, Willie, I met thee alive. Then to my 10 shillings, add you but a goat, I'll never go to Newcastle and buy a new coat. 5 and 5 shillings, 5 and a crown, 5 and 5 shillings, I'll buy a new gown. 5 and 5 shillings, 5 and a goat, 5 and 5 shillings, I'll buy a new coat. Simple Simon. Simple Simon met a pieman going to the fair. Say, Simple Simon, to the pieman, let me taste your ware. Says the pieman to Simple Simon, show me first your penny. Says Simple Simon to the pieman, indeed, I have not any. Simple Simon went a-fishing to catch a whale. All the water he could find was in his mother's pail. Simple Simon went to look if plums grew on a thistle. He pricked his fingers very much, which made poor Simon whistle. He went to catch a dicky bird, and thought he could not fail, because he had a little salt to put upon its tail. He went for water with a sieve, but soon it ran all through, and now poor Simple Simon bids you all adieu. 3 blind mice. 3 blind mice, see how they run. They all ran after the farmer's wife, who cut their tails off with a carving knife. Did you ever see such a thing in your life as 3 blind mice? 5 toes. This little pig went to market. This little pig stayed home. This little pig had roast beef, and this little pig had none. And this little pig said, wee, wee, I can't find my way home. A little man. There was a little man, and he had a little gun, and his bullets were made of lead, lead, lead. He went to the brook and saw a little duck, and shot it right through the head. He carried it home to his old wife, Joan, and bade her a fire to make, to roast the little duck he had shot in the brook, and he'd go fetch the drake. The drake was a-swimming with its curly tail. The little man made it his mark. He let off his gun, but he fired too soon, and the drake flew away with a quack, quack, quack. Dr. Foster went to Gloucester in a shower of rain. He stepped in a puddle up to his middle, and never went there again. Diddle, diddle, dumpling. Diddle, diddle, dumpling. My son John went to bed with his breeches on, one stocking off and one stocking on, diddle diddle dumpling, my son John. Jerry Hall, he was so Jerry Hall, he was so small, a rat could eat him, hat and all. Lengthening days. As the days grow longer, the storms grow stronger. The Black Hen. Hickety-pickety, my black hen, she lays eggs for gentlemen. Gentlemen come every day to see what my black hen doth lay. The Mist. A hillful, a holeful, yet you cannot catch a bowlful. A candle. Linley Nanny Etticoat in a white petticoat, and a red nose. The longer she stands, the shorter she grows. See the candle. Miss Muffet. Little Miss Muffet sat on a tuffet, eating her curds and whey. There came a big spider and sat down beside her and frightened Miss Muffet away. Curly Locks. Curly locks, wilt thou be mine? Thou shalt not wash dishes, nor yet feed the swine, but sit on a cushion and sew a fine seam, and feed upon strawberries, sugar, and cream. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men cannot put Humpty Dumpty together again. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once I caught a fish alive. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But I let it go again. Why did you let it go? Because it bit my finger so. Which finger did it bite? The little one upon the right. The Dove and the Wren. The dove says, coo, coo, what shall I do? I can scarce maintain two. Pooh, pooh, says the wren. I've got 10, and keep them all like gentlemen. Master I have, and I am his man. Gallop a dreary dun. Master I have, and I'm his man, and I'll get a wife as fast as I can. With a heightily, gaily, gamberly, higgity-piggity, niggity, galloply, dreary drun. Pins. See a pin and pick it up, and all the day you'll have good luck. See a pin and let it lay, bad luck you'll have all day. Shall we go a-shearing? Old woman, shall we go a-shearing? Speak a little louder, sir, I'm very thick of hearing. Old woman, shall I kiss you dearly? Thank you, kind sir, I hear you very clearly. Goosey, goosey, gander. Goosey, goosey, gander, dost thou wander? Upstairs and downstairs in my lady's chamber. There I met an old man who wouldn't say his prayers. I took him by the left leg and threw him down the stairs. Old Mother Hubbard. Old Mother Hubbard went to the cupboard to give her poor dog a bone, but when she got there, the cupboard was bare, and so the poor dog had done. She went to the baker's to buy him some bread. When she came back, the dog was dead. She went to the undertaker's to buy him a coffin, but when she got back, the dog was laughing. She took a clean dish to get him some tripe, but when she came back, he was smoking a pipe. She went to the alehouse to get him some beer. When she came back, the dog sat in a chair. She went to the tavern for white wine and red. When she came back, the dog stood on his head. When she went to the hatter's to buy him a hat, she came back, he was feeding the cat. She went to the barber's to buy him a wig. When she came back, he was dancing a jig. She went to the fruiter's to buy him some fruit. When she came back, he was playing the flute. She went to the tailor's to buy him a coat, and when she came back, he was riding a goat. She went to the cobbler's to buy him some shoes, and when she came back, he was reading the news. She went to the sempster's to buy him some linen. When she came back, the dog was a-spinning. She went to the hosier's to buy him some hose. When she came back, he was dressing in his clothes. The dame made a curtsy, the dog made a bow. The dame said, "Your servant," the dog said, "Bow wow." The cock and the hen. The cock and the hen. Cock, cock, cock. I've laid an egg. Am I to gang barefoot? Hen, hen, hen. I've been up and down to every shop in town and cannot find a shoe to fit your foot. If I crow my heart out. Bluebell boy. I had a little boy and called him Bluebell. I gave him a little work. He did it very well. I bade him to go upstairs to bring me a gold pin. In a coal scuttle he fell up to his little chin. He went to the garden to pick up a little sage. He tumbled on his nose and fell into a rage. He went to the cellar to draw a little beer and quickly did return to say there was none there. Why may I not love Johnny? Johnny shall have a new bonnet, and Johnny shall go to the fair, and Johnny shall have a blue ribbon to tie up his bonny brown hair. And why may I not love Johnny? And why may not Johnny love me? And why may I not love Johnny as well as another body? Here's a leg for a stocking, and here's a foot for a shoe, and here's a kiss for his daddy, and two for his mammy, I trow. And why not I love Johnny, and why not Johnny love me, and why not I love Johnny as well as another body? Jack Jelf. Little Jack Jelf was put on a shelf because he could not spell pie. When his Aunt Miss Grace saw his sorrowful face, she could not help saying, "Oh, fie." And since Master Jelf was put on the shelf because he could not spell pie, she let him stand there so grim and no more about him, for I wish him a very goodbye. Jack Sprat. Jack Sprat could eat no fat, his wife could eat no lean, and so betwixt them both they licked the platter clean. Hushaby. Hushaby, baby, daddy is near, mama's a lady, and that's very clear. Daffodils. Daffy Down Dilly has come to town in a yellow petticoat and a green gown. The girl in the lane. The girl in the lane that couldn't speak plain cried gobble, gobble, gobble. The man on the hill that couldn't stand still went hobble, hobble, hobble. Hushaby. Hushaby, baby, lie still with thy daddy. Thy mammy is gone to the mill to get some meal to bake a bread, to bake a cake. So pray, my dear, baby, lie still. Nancy Dawson. Nancy Dawson was so fine, she wouldn't get up to serve the swine. She lies in bed till 8 or 9. So it's, oh, poor Nancy Dawson. And what do ye ken Nancy Dawson, honey? The wife who sells the barley honey? She won't get up to feed the swine. And do ye know Nancy Dawson, honey? Harry the Great. So vast is the prowess of Harry the Great, he'll pluck a hair from the pale moon, face moon. or a lion familiarly take by the tooth, and lead him about as you lead a baboon. All the princesses and potents under the sun, although fear into corners and holes away run, while nor dangers nor dread his swift progress retards, for he deals about kingdoms as we do our cards. The alphabet. A, B, C, and D. Pray, playmates, agree. E, F, and G. Well, so it shall be. J, K, and L. In peace we will dwell. M and O, to play, let's go. P, Q, R, and S. Love may we possess. X, Y, W, X, and Y will not quarrel or die. Z and ampersand go to school at command. There's a few letters missing in there. Dance to your daddy. Dance to your daddy, my bonny laddie. Dance to your daddy, my bonny lamb. You shall get fishy on a little dishy. You shall get a fishy when the boat comes home. One misty, moisty morning. One misty, moisty morning, when the cloudy was the weather, I chanced to meet an old man clothed all in leather. He began to complain, and I began to grin. How do you do? How do you do? And how do you do again? Robin Hood and Little John. Robin Hood, in the mickle wood. Little John, he to town is gone. He to the town is gone. Robin Hood, telling his beads, all in the greenwood among the green weeds. Little John, if he comes no more, Robin Hood, we shall fret full sore. Rain, go to Spain and never come back again. Or rain, go to Spain and never come back again. The old woman from France. There came an old woman from France who taught grown-up children to dance. But they were so stiff, she sent them home in a sniff, this sprightly old woman from France. Teeth and gums. 30 white horses upon a red hill, now they tramp down, now they champ, now they stand still. The robins. A robin and a robin's son once went down to buy a bun. They couldn't decide on plum or plain, and so they went back home again. The old man. There was an old man in a velvet coat. He kissed a mate and gave her a groat. The groat, it was cracked and would not go. Oh, ah, old man, do you serve me so? T'other little tune. I won't be my father's Jack. I won't be my father's Jill. I'll be the fiddler's wife and have music when I will. T'other little tune, prithee love, play me t'other little tune. My kitten, hey my kitten, and hey my kitten, my dearie, such a sweet pet as this was neither far nor neary. If all the seas were one sea. If all the seas were one sea, what a great sea that would be. And if all the trees were one tree, what a great tree that would be. And if all the axes were one axe, what a great axe that would be. And if all the men were one man, and a great man he would be. And if a great man took the great axe and cut down the great tree and let it fall into the great sea, what a splish splash that would be. Pancake Day. Great A, little a, this is Pancake Day. Toss a ball high, throw the ball low. Those that come after may sing hi-ho. A plum pudding. Flower of England, fruit of Spain, met together in a shower of rain. Put in a bag, tied round with a string. If you'll tell me a riddle, I'll give you a ring. Forehead, eyes, cheek, nose, mouth, and chin. Here sits the Lord Mayor, here sits his two men. Here sits the cock, and here sits the hen. Here sit the little chickens, here they run in. Chin chopper, chin chopper, chin chopper, chin. Two pigeons. I had two pigeons bright and gay. They flew from me the other day. What was the reason they did go? I cannot tell, for I do not know. Well, we're going to stop here for tonight, Poppets. You have a good night. I love you.